we have so many people that use it, and then we have so many people who don't use it and don't know how to use it and say, no, but I give it a prompt and it gives me a bad response, and then I throw my hands in the air and I close it down. And we want people to learn how to best work with AI.
So I'm going to share my screen, and when you said it, I know what you were talking about, but now I'm going to show people what it is by sharing my screen. I'm going to go to openexo.com/chat. So it is a really amazing chatbot called Alex that OpenExO has created, trained on the book Exponential Organizations, as well as a number of other materials to teach it all about EXO. Kevin, you want to talk a little bit about what that means?
EXO, an Exponential Organization, is an organization that leverages the 11 EXO attributes. And the first one that's so important is a massive transformative purpose. And so maybe we can ask Alex, what is a massive transformative purpose, or an MTP?
I'm right there. I was one step ahead of you. I just put it in. There you go. Here, it's thinking.
So while Alex is thinking there, exponential organizations are those organizations that ultimately are 10x faster, better, cheaper than competitors, but actually can 10x the impact that they really want to make through their MTP.
So let's use that as an opportunity. Here's a basic definition of MTP, because we asked a fairly basic question.
Yeah.
But you've just said something super interesting. You said it can not just make you bigger, faster, better, stronger, more revenue, grow, biggering, as the Onceler once said, right? But what about impact? What if I care about the impact I make on the future? Yeah. So I can just say, okay, well, you've given me a definition here, Alex, of an MTP, but how can I make more impact on the future as an EXO? Impact is what I care about. So, damn the revenue. Why not? Right? So let's try that. And I'm illustrating something here. You don't have to just take the first answer. In fact, I would advise you not to.
Yeah.
Just like you and I are talking back and forth right now, Kevin, this is a third participant now in our conversation.
Absolutely. 100%.
And we're going to bring it in. So when this comes back with an answer, okay, let's see what we've got. As an exponential organization, making a significant impact on the future is indeed a primary focus. Yes, it is. Read the new book. It's all in there. It's even in the title, the subtitle on the cover, right? So while revenue is important, the EXO mindset prioritizes creating positive change and solving global challenges. Here are some ways you can make more impact as an EXO. You can embrace your MTP. Okay, see what's happening here is it's starting to dive into the attributes.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna do another little slightly advanced prompting technique. Check this out. Oh, that's great. I'm giving the AI positive reinforcement. Good answer, right? So that's great. Reformat that as a table, row numbers. Why would I do this? Sometimes when you want to dig into a response and you want to go further and further, it helps to have references. So by putting it in a table with row numbers, I'm now going to reference those bulleted items. I could say bullet list 3, but that's, that also works, right? There's all kinds of different ways to do that. Okay, this is fun. All right, Kevin, we couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah.
It failed. Now I'm just like, wait. You you know how to make tables. Try again. Make that output into a table. All right, now let's see if it works, right? So this is a really fun thing about LLMs. They're kind of unruly sometimes. They're kind of like if you have a young child that doesn't quite do what you tell it to do all the time. I apologize for any confusion. Here is the information formatted
in a table.
As a table. I mean, really, right? And that just goes to show you where we are with this technology. It's really new. I once said in a chat, I said, you don't have to be nice to these things because they don't have any feelings. And I got so much bad feedback about having said that, like that I was rude, that I was mean. Why should I be mean to the AIs? Don't be mean to the AIs. They're going to turn into the Terminator and kill you. Be nice to the AIs. So I was like, okay, fine. And then I realized that I was wrong, right? It is actually important to give positive and negative reinforcement. So what did I just do? I said, no, well, look, wait, you know how to make tables. Make a table. And there you go. And so now it forgot something. I wanted row numbers, right? So let's try again and see if I get the row numbers this time. And then I'm going to show you one other really, really cool thing. And then we'll stop on this. And I think we'll have a good, successful test.
Yeah.
So row action example. Okay, great. So embrace your MTP to create a world powered by clean and renewable energy. Okay, well, that's nice. Okay, so I want to add one more column. In that column, imagine an example, be creative, of that row's information. All right, so now what's going on here is I'm going to start to use this out. What are we doing? It's like building up layers and layers of cake, right, to make it more delicious. So we've got this, add one more column, and in that column, imagine an example of the information in that row. So now what we've got, it's going to be super example. We've got a row action example and a creative example. So how might we create a world powered by clean and renewable energy, establish a global network of solar-powered charging stations for electric vehicles, reducing carbon emissions and promoting sustainable transformation? Okay, I'm not going to go do that one. That's not a bad idea, right? Using AI to develop smart energy management. Create an AI-powered virtual assistant that analyzes energy consumption patterns. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's reasonable. You could probably build a company around that. So let's take that. Say, I like that one. I like this. Design me an EXO, an outline. Let's be realistic. An outline to get started leveraging the EXO attributes to build an EXO around that idea. So if you're running a sprint, or you've just been in a workshop, or you've just read the book, then you're thinking, oh my gosh, how can I turn my business into an EXO? This is going to get you on the way. This is kind of like, a baby consultant for you. You should go talk to real people at some point.
This is what you can do before you talk to the real people, so that you can ask the real people the right questions, right?
Exactly. So look, here we go. Here's an outline to get started leveraging the EXO attributes to build an EXO around the idea of creating an AI-powered virtual assistant for optimizing energy use. Nailed it. Okay. Get your MTP together. Leverage the exponential technologies, of course. Like what? AI? Of course. It's a little, you see, it's trying to sell itself there. Implementing natural language processing, collaborate and crowdsource. This is really good because we all understand that one of the best ways to build an EXO is to build a community first. There's lots of ways to do that, and on and on. All right. Well, Kevin, any last words to say about this part of our little experiment?
Well, the one question I wanted to ask is, did you click reset? Because it's talking about renewable energies, etc. And I'm wondering if that's what the conversation you were having with Alex beforehand was.
I did click reset, and I don't know where that came from. So let's see. Let's go back.
How did we really dive into? I'm glad that Alex is caring about our planet, which is awesome.
Oh, it's because we were talking about making impact, and it has sort of into it that one of the ways you can make impact is to implement renewable energy.
Yeah.
And that's how it shows. Now, you've just given me another interesting opportunity here. Watch this. Okay, I'm going to be a little silly, okay? Understand these are not what I really feel, but I'm just going to show you. I don't care about renewable energy. I want to feed the world. Redo that with that in mind. Okay. Yeah. So to your point, Kevin, how did we get talking? I was like, that's interesting, right? How did I get? So just like in a real conversation, Kevin, anytime you and I get together, we end up talking about 50 things. And, it's just like this meandering thing. I can do the same thing with Alex now. So sorry, man, don't need you anymore. You've been replaced.
Did it change at all?
It did. It totally changed. So let's leverage the EXO attributes to build an EXO focused on feeding the world. It came up with a draft MTP for us. It's telling us to use blockchain and IoT to create transparency in the supply chain effectively. to implement data analytics and machine learning algorithms to optimize agricultural practice, improve crop yields. I mean, yeah, there you go. I mean, that's amazing, so effectively you have a template now. Now, there's so many things we'll get into about Alex. I want to kind of wrap this today, Kevin, and then you can take us out, say final words. But this is a test recording. Kevin and I want to talk about Alex. We want to talk about how he can use this AI that sees the whole world through EXO tinted glasses. And we want to help you build your EXOs, help your clients build EXOs. So what we need back from you after this, when you've watched this, if you made it all the way to now, we need you to contact us and let us know, do you think this would be useful? This is our experiment. This is our version 1, our pilot. Kevin, take us out.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, OpenExO is here to give our community tools and learning and a community to go out there and transform the world for a better future. We're moving into a time of abundance. There is so much that can be scary, but we can use that to really make a difference. That's what this community is about. That's why you're most likely here, why you've got this far in the video. And so, as Ken said, give us that feedback, let us know, and we're looking forward to continuing to make the platform better. Kent, it's always wonderful chatting with you.
Love it. It's great. I promise I won't leave you for Alex. Don't worry.
Yes.
But yeah. All right. Bye, Kevin. See ya.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers.